questions for Najee?
Just take us through that touchdown catch.
Yeah, man. It was just really a emotion out. You know, what I mean, if a guy come to me or not. If a guy motion out to me, then I'm gonna get it right there. But if not, then should look somewhere else. But it turned into scramble rule, and I just scrambled like we practice, and I was open. And Kenny threw a good ball, and I was able to catch it and score.
You guys only had 65 yards on the ground last time you played Baltimore, 198 on the ground tonight. What does it mean for you guys to be able to dictate the line?
Exactly. So that was a challenge, man. The first time we played them this year, that was a challenge. They got a great run defense. They had great defense in general. So we knew if we control the line, then we'll be able to win the game. Last week we didn't do that, and this game we was able to do that. So obviously that helped us win the outcome. But with this rivalry, that's what it's going to be like. When we control the line of scrimmage, we win the game. That's just plain and simple. That was what Mike T challenged us as an offense. That's what he challenged me to get downhill, run on them. And that's what we did. We executed the plan. Was it difficult at all to stay committed to the run, even when some of the drives were bogging down, when you guys weren't having as much success on the ground? It was rather just frustrating because we knew we was doing a good job of controlling it, and it was really just hurting ourselves. It was nothing that they did really to make us, go off our game plan or not. It was just all the stuff we did. We had a false start. We stepped out of bounds right there. We had a couple penalties. I think we had the most penalties in the game. It was just stuff that we did. It was just going back to what I said just all the other time. It's just stuff that we do to hurt ourselves. We knew that last game, with the turnovers, and this time we was able to control the ball, not give up good turnovers. They're a good group of getting the ball back, and we controlled the line of scrimmage, so it helped us obviously with the outcome.
Not that you guys needed any extra motivation, but obviously before going into the game, what needed to happen, throughout the rest of the league happened.
Yeah.
You guys are still alive. What does it mean for you guys?
Yeah, man. Obviously they put our game at 8, so we was able to, see some of the stuff that was going on when we turned on TV. So we saw that, but we didn't want to pay attention to that too much. We just wanted to pay attention to what we had to do, and that was to beat the Ravens. We got to win out. So we just got to control what we control, and we won this one, and everything played out to this week, and we're still in it. So we're just trying to go in next week and win that one.
I know with 4 minutes left, and said, "Boy, this looks familiar." Just did that 7 days ago.
Yeah, literally, man. Since I've been here, it's been close games like that, man. Especially against them. We knew it was going to be a tough game. We knew it was going to be a game that less. It wasn't going to be as much opportunities for offense to get the ball. It's going to be a lot of times where I think the first quarter, they had the ball once, we had the ball once. So the time of possession was really big going into this game also because we know what type of offense they are. We know what type of offense we are. So the controlling the ball and time execution was really big in this. So obviously it came down to 4 minutes. I was just saying for us to be disciplined, because prior to the game, it's just stuff that we do to make us that we beat ourselves. So the penalties was big. I was just telling us, just like last game with the Raiders, it's just discipline. It comes out of discipline. Everybody execute their plans. Catch the ball, get vertical, and obviously there's nothing they can do that will stop us. It's just stuff that we got to do to execute, and that's what we did today and last week.
I know you guys have believed in Kenny for a long time since he started, probably even going back to camp. But when he continues to do things like this at the end of games, is you guys getting an even different kind of confidence in him?
I think we always had the confidence. It's really just us as a team, just make sure we clicking right. Earlier in the season we didn't really click right. There was times where we was just off by this pass or off by this block, this cut, this. We really came together at this bye week and was able to come together and make the most of it. So it's not we didn't believe in it. It was just that us just executing on our part.
Najee, after you scored, I saw a couple of you guys had maybe a moment with some Ravens fans.
Yeah.
How good does it feel to win here?
It feel really good. Did y'all get the part where I grabbed the flag?
There was
all right, all good. But if y'all find out, give it to me. But yeah, man, it was good, man. To come in here and win. It's obviously a tough environment. The rivalry's there. To come in there and talk a little shit is always good, man. Right? All right, you guys.
You good? Fire away, guys.
Kenny, can you take us through the touchdowns to Harris at the end of the game?
Yeah, it was just kind of, extend the play a little bit, wanted to keep my eyes downfield and give one of our guys a shot. And we had a real similar play earlier to Najee like that, kind of extending, and he was down the left side. And, we didn't hit it, but, real happy we got in the when it counted.
Kenny, how similar was this at all to last week, and having that experience, how did that help you guys today?
It's similar, but definitely tougher on the road. Communication and you're just kind of a step behind in that just because of the noise and dealing with that and not being able to hear each other. But I think, we had great prep all week. Coaches put us in this situation a lot with crowd noise at practice, so I think all those extra reps, in-game reps and in-practice reps really came through for us here.
Going back to the last play, it was a touchdown. That was intended for Najee, not to the 18?
Yeah. He did a great job of, extending, getting past, slipping the linebacker. I just wanted to extend long enough where those guys could try and, free themselves up a little bit.
Talking to some of the guys that were in the huddle, they said they felt like we knew we were going to win it in that huddle going down. I mean, what were the conversations like? What was your confidence level as you guys were driving there?
Yeah, it's the same every time. I mean, it's just everyone's got to do their job, and I got to find a way to get the guys the ball and get in the end zone. So it's a team effort, group effort. Stevie really did a huge job bending in there on that seam. Biggest play of the drive besides the touchdown. So you never know when your number's going to be called, and Stevie stepped up tonight huge for us.
Was that the call to him initially, or did you see something as it developed?
It's part of the call. We have options in every call, and it was something, I felt the safety's getting off the hash. Him speed at 2, getting behind the linebacker in front of the safety. If he didn't bend, it wouldn't have worked out well. So that was one of those timing and trust things that he was going to bend in front of that safety. And, he made a hell of a catch, and it was a huge play for us.
You took a hit at one point. You were looking medical staff was stopping you a lot. Was that
Yeah, just minor, just, in-game stuff. AFC North ball, man, physical game. So, glad I was able to stay out there and finish it.
Kenny, when you start off 2-6, I mean, do you think that you're going to be able to be in a position like you are now where, playoffs are still in play, everything that you guys want is still up for grabs in Week 18?
At that point, you really just want to get back in the win column. I think that's kind of what helped us get back here. We just kind of focus every week on trying to find a way to get a win, and it's never pretty. It's always tough here in the NFL, and games come down to the wire like that. Multiple times every week. Throughout the league when you watch, and it's just you got to find a way to get it done at the end. We've done that the past 2 weeks. Would love to win by some more here and not come down on the wire, but you got to expect that with the NFL.
You came off the field holding a ball. Was that one that somebody gave you on the sideline? Is it a game ball? Where did that one come from?
The Sunday night one? Yeah, they gave me that before the interview. That was cool. Najee got one too, so I'll probably send that back home to my parents, and they can put that one up in our house.
How many game balls have you gotten this year?
None. I think that was the first one. I think, yeah.
Kenny, you only got to play 2 series the first time. What's your Pittsburgh Baltimore experience like going through the game now?
Yeah, physical, come down to the wire just like the last one. I was watching the last one, obviously saw it on tape, but now I got to experience it. I mean, that's just it meets expectations, kind of exceeds it with how loud the crowd was, and their fans are they're passionate just like our fan base is. So it's a great rivalry.
Kenny, what keyed that run game? What keyed the run game tonight?
What was the key to the run game? I think the offensive line, those guys were the surge off the ball was great, and Naj and Jay were setting the blocks up. We hit some jets, kind of getting them running, horizontally, and then the backs could put their foot in the ground and get vertical. So I think Coach Canada, called a great game and had us kind of doing different things and kind of kept them on their toes a little bit.
How much were you paying attention to the Dolphins and Jets games earlier in the day?
Yeah, you'd be lying if you said you weren't peeking at it, but we knew we had a job to do tonight. We all saw what was going on, and we were kind of laser focused when we came in here tonight.
How much do you take pride in fourth quarter winning drives, that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's just finding a way, man. It's you don't really care how it gets done as long as it gets done. It's a group effort. Like I've been saying, the offensive line stepped up huge, and there was no doubt when we got in the huddle that we're going to go down there and win. So it's always good to see that. See the eyes and the face mask. They all look confident. So it's a great feeling as a quarterback.
You mentioned keeping your eyes up downfield, kind of scanning for Najee on that play. Was that something that you were struggling with a little bit earlier in the game, just with all the pressure?
No, I thought we actually hit a lot of scramble throws, and I kept the plays alive, and we were extending drives and getting crucial first downs. And there were a lot of plays that we were really close tonight. Guys just being out of bounds probably 3 or 4 times, and some combat catches we wish we could have back, and ball placement things on my end. So I thought, guys did a really good job of, when they saw me break contain, working and staying alive.
The one where you got tripped up and you didn't get up, was that just trying to cut your losses on that play?
Yeah, I mean, you're not playing hero ball there, man. It's the NFL. If people are going to come take your head off, you try to get up. So once I fell, I was like, all right, is what it is, happens, and get the next one.
Have you made more of an effort in recent weeks when you break out of the pocket to keep your head up and try to make a throw instead of just throwing it away? And an emphasis tonight in particular.
Yeah, I mean, every play is different. The times I'm throwing it away is because there's nothing there. I'm going to throw it away and not force a ball and cause an interception or a tip pass or something negative. So if I'm throwing it away, I extend it as long as I felt like I could have. Guys are, a lot faster, at this level. You don't have as much time as you do at the college level to extend and keep your eyes down the field. But when I feel like I can, I want to do that and allow guys to free up and allow us to move the chain. So I think we've continued to go the right way, the right direction. But there's definitely room for improvements going back and watching tape and seeing what I could have done or other guys could have done better.
Kenny, the last week with the last drive and now this tonight, what does that do for you as a quarterback as you learn the NFL in your first year?
That's a good question. I'm just focused on honestly going to get next week now. I think it's just confidence that I've always had in myself is showing up on the field, and I think guys are starting to feel that, which is always good. Like I said, going into a huddle and seeing how confident everybody is as a quarterback. They have a lot of belief in you, and I have a lot of belief in the guys in that huddle. So when that's there, you definitely have a shot. So it's a step in the right direction, like the previous weeks have been. There's a lot of business left to take care of.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.